Well, it's raining today. I hadn't even intended to go anywhere. I had to go to court this morning. It took like 4 hours and 15 minutes. I got home. I couldn't wait to get out of my clothes, get out of my shoes, put on something comfortable, and then I remembered that I needed to leave out of the house to go and handle some business real quick. And then I ended up out here. It's raining, so yeah, I have an umbrella. I have had the most amazing couple of days, and I wanted to talk about it. And once again, I wanted to do it without the cards. I just wanted to talk. Sometimes, just not having to do that extra, connecting and putting that extra energy into it right now, as far as focusing on the cards. Just really relaying the messages that have come up for me. What I did want to say was that I have somehow ended up in union. Twin flame union. It's the craziest thing because I made the video the other day and I was telling you guys the messages that had came up. And I had some other messages come up. Once again, under this bridge, I'm going to take my umbrella down. There are a lot of twin flame teachers out here. I know I had several of them myself. And then as I started ascending and I started taking in more knowledge, I was like, that shit that they're teaching is not right. I don't understand. It doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't make sense from what I have experienced to be true on this twin flame journey. And then I would notice that people who were like really in twin flame union, like really, were very private about it. You never see their partner. You don't see them parading around on like, twin flame circles talking about, their divine twin flames that are together on like their soul mission. You just don't see that because people who are truly in twin flame union, you never see their partner because the partner is not important. It's the craziest shit because I'm going to try to put it into words. Like, it's really hard to describe. So I started focusing on connecting to my own soul energy. Okay, that was like my primary focus. I was meditating all the time. I was spending all this time at home alone. All I was doing was meditating. And as I was connecting to my own soul energy, I was being divinely guided on things to do or not do. This is going on. That's going on. Don't overreact about this. Don't react about this because this is really what's happening. And so I'm getting all this guidance. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and follow it. Well, then I started focusing on the illusions. I mean, not focusing on them, but focusing on them as in knowing that they were illusions. So basically my spiritual guidance was whenever he would trigger me, do not get mad about this. Don't get mad about this because he's not doing anything. I was like, okay. In fact, what we want you to do is we want you to not even respond. Don't even respond because he's not doing anything. And whatever you guys are saying between the two of you guys right now really doesn't matter anyway because it's all about the energy. So do make sure if you don't talk to him for a couple of days, you do set the intention that it's not because I'm mad. It's not because I'm trying to get back at you, but it's because I'm focused on me right now and I'm trying to process my feelings. And I didn't have to tell him anything like that. I just sent out that vibe. I sent out that signal. So meantime, I'm still working, with my soul. My soul's telling me, look, if you don't hear from him for a couple of days, I don't want you to like be all upset because I'm doing it. My soul told me this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this to help you to release the last of your fears of loss and that last little bit of obsessiveness that you have when it comes to him. So don't judge this. Don't freak out. Know that I'm doing it. Well, then I would hear from him, and I would get, you know, the spiritual guidance that, look, when you hear from him, this is what it's going to be. So no matter what he says or what happens, know what I'm telling you to be true. And so do not react to it. And in fact, if he says something to trigger you, what we want you to say, and I say we because I was like, you know, it's my spirit guides, it's my soul, it's, you know, a whole lot of spirit people, and they're helping me with this. So the spiritual guidance I got was, the next time he says something and it triggers you, I mean, it can be like crazy shit, like, you know, he has somebody else, or he's going on a trip, or he's going here, going with somebody, or he's moving away, you know, just crazy shit, you know. Whatever he tells you, we want you to say, that's nice, dear. That's nice, dear. Every single time he says it. And just know, it's not true. It's an initiation. It's a test, because I was told that even when you go into union, okay, you're going to have times when you could possibly be in lower energies. And when you get into lower energies and you're in more of a fear-based energy, you can tend to like possibly go back into this matrix again and simulate these different experiences. You know, so imagine, you know, you're in twin flame union for like 3 months, you're going along good, and all of a sudden, you know, you're exhausted, you're tired, you're sick or whatever, and all of a sudden, you know, your fears take back over, and you're like, man, I hope, you know, this person isn't losing interest in me, or, you know, I hope they're not seeing somebody else or whatever. And then all of a sudden, you see that, you catch a glimpse of it, and it happens. No, you have two choices at that point. You can either believe it, be like, damn, I'm fucked up. They're on their way back out the door again. Or you can be like, you know what? This is my energy. I'm in lower energies right now. This is just something that's happening, and it's not really even happening. It's all in my head. It's all being simulated. So that's nice, dear. I'm not going to pay attention to this. So the reason why I was going through this initiation was, you get to the point where you can choose. Do I want to have this type of situation, you know, this physical relationship with my twin flame where we have to always stay balanced? If not, it'll appear to be, you know, that they're doing some shit that they're not really doing. You know, they'll hop right back in the matrix and go have an experience or whatever, but it's not really happening, okay? It's not really happening. So you have to be mindful of it. So do I really want this type of relationship, or damn it, do I just want to go get me a soulmate and have a regular relationship? And you know what? Some people are like, you know what? I need something else. I can't deal with this shit. Because the twin flame connection it can be challenging if you're not ready for it. So, you know, here I am going along. I'm connected to my soul energy. My soul energy is like, this is going to happen, don't believe it. That's going to happen, don't believe it. Whatever's said or done, say that's nice, dear, and don't believe it. So I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm completely doing this. And then all of a sudden something happened. I'm talking to my soul for like days, like we're conversing. And the whole time my soul is telling me, why do you even need to hear from him? This here is his energy. Can't you tell this is his energy? The whole time you were together. Isn't this how you felt? And I was like, it really is. Like, I'm sitting here having this whole conversation with my soul, forming a relationship with myself on a soul level. And yes, it's the same energy as him, and it's the same feelings he was giving me. So I was like, whoa. So I'm like completely happy not hearing from him for like days. I'm like, I'm all right with it. And so I was like, you know, what is the purpose of the physical form of the twin flame then? Well, they come in to keep you honest, to help you do an energy check. Okay, where am I at? Oh, they're showing me this? Okay. So you kind of use it as a gauge. But at the same time, the only thing that's real, that's really happening between the two of you, is something that comes from love. So any type of situations that you've had that have been just so loving, you know, making love. You know, I know the last time he and I went to the beach, we got stuck in the rain and we were laughing and we were playing. That was real. The times we made love, that was real. Those type of situations are real. In fact, if you would take away all of the fear-based shit that happened, it would have been perfect. It would have been beautiful. Which it really was perfect and beautiful, because it took all that to get you to remember. So here I am, you know, I'm going along, I'm having this communication, you know, with my soul. My soul's like, look, this, I am him. I am him. And I'm like, you are him. I am him. I am him. I was like, whoa. So then I was like, okay, if you were him, then send me a text. Because, you know, like, I need physical proof. Send me a text then. You know, because the whole time I'm kind of sitting around wondering, why hadn't he texted me? And I'm hearing in my head, do you need him to text you? Like, you're talking to him right now. You're talking to him. Do you need him to text you? So all of a sudden, ding, I look down at my phone and I got this text that said, are you busy? I said, what the fuck? So I said, nope. So I'm expecting to have a whole conversation with him, you know, in text. Look at all these geese. I'm expecting to have a whole conversation with him, because I said, no, I'm not busy. And I didn't hear anything back from him on the phone. I'm like, why am I not hearing back from him on the phone? Because we're talking now, damn it. Okay. So after having spent 2 days talking to him and really feeling him, like, it was just like we were really, like, really together, and it felt just as good. All except for the sex part. I'm like, look, you know, and I had to ask, I was like, is there more to this union thing than this? Because this here is not going to keep me warm at night or keep me sexually satisfied. I need sex, damn it. So basically, my guidance was, I need to continue to form this relationship with myself, which is also him, and really ground this energy, because there's no point in he and I coming together physically if the first thing that he appears to do triggers me and sends me out the door, and I'm just like, I'm done. You know we do. Like, seriously, we see it, we're like, this is fucked up. He's a narcissistic asshole. So what I'm doing right now is, yes, it's a spiritual union of sorts, which feels really amazing. I can't even describe it to you. Is whenever he calls me, the phone rings, his spirit self, which is, you know, me, because we have the same soul, tells me, okay, answer the phone, and when he does, do this or do that, do this or do that. And it's like I'm being guided. And also, I'm also being told that whatever he does, like any of it, this soul person that I was talking to said, you know what? He's not doing anything. I've been doing all of it. And I really went back and looked at all the times that I thought he was playing games with me. I'm like, he's fucking with my head. He's playing games with me. He was testing me. So basically, if I would have been like, you know what? That's nice, dear. I know you love me. I love you, and we're going to be together, and none of this other shit matters. Whatever you got going on with this person, that don't have nothing to do with me. There's only you and I. Because the reason why I say this is because I know that he and I are together. Like, we're always together. We've always been together. Always. Like, we're together right now. He's with me right now. But then, in order to have human experiences, you know, we're in two different bodies, we have had to hop in a simulator and go out and have these experiences, which are more or less like, just imagine it being like on a big screen, like a projection on a screen. Is that real? No, it's not real. I know I saw something on Facebook yesterday that caught my eye. This girl, I guess apparently, and y'all might have seen it, She had like all these screenshots because apparently she was seeing this guy and they were very, very much in love. He took her to meet his parents and everything was perfect. And then 2 weeks later, he married somebody else. And it instantly screamed twin flame to me. Instantly, because those type of situations within a twin flame connection always knock you on your ass because you're like, this makes no sense. What did I do? And then when she asked him, what did he do? He said, oh, well, we weren't getting along. So I had to think about that type of situation. He actually went and got married. Simulated. It's a simulated experience. And once you stop focusing on it, it literally can just move out of the way, because it's not that it moves out of the way, it's just you align to different timelines. So then you're no longer on the timeline where your twin flame married someone else. I know mine, when he seemed to ghost me the end of 2017 all the way up until April of 2018, I had heard he was seeing somebody. I understand. I woke up one morning, I had this dream. I said, he's seeing somebody else. That's the reason why I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks. He's seeing somebody else because we live in separate states. No sooner than I thought that, like I woke up from my dream, I said that to myself. I received a phone call from a mutual friend who said, guess what? You know, he's seeing this person or whatever, and it seems like it might be serious. I was like, what the fuck? So I instantly confront him. I'm like, you were just messaging me this morning saying that I'm the love of your life. What is going on? And I said, and understand, I had not heard the word marriage at all, or engagement, or any of that. I had not heard that from anybody. I had simply heard from our mutual friend that it was serious. When I confronted him, I said, I don't know why I said it, but I said, I heard you're marrying her. And you know what he said? He said, yes, I am. I said, what the fuck? I'm talking about, I was so messed up. Like, so messed up. So messed up. And, you know, I kind of harped on that, and I kind of kept that around, you know, for about 4 or 5 months. You know, now, if that would happen now, like if I would hear something like that now, okay? For one thing, I'm no longer scared of it. I'm not in that energy of that being my biggest, darkest, greatest fear anymore in the world. So it's the fears that you align to. But let's say, for example, that happened to me right now. I'd be like, that's nice, dear. Okay, when we gonna see each other? When's that gonna happen? Seriously, because that's the level of unbotheredness you need to get to on this twin flame journey. Now, if that type of relationship is not going to work for you, then even if you're with a soulmate for a while, that is still to prepare you for twin flame union, which you can't get around, because even if you decide to be with a soulmate, you still have this other part of your soul in another body who's also in you, and you're always attached, and that's still going to have to be balanced regardless, because that is who you are, and you have to realize that. So yes, union is the energy that I'm in. It feels amazing. I know we're going to ground this energy. Like I said, I'm still going through like a series of tasks, or what I would consider to be an initiation. Showing me this. Okay, what if this happened? Would you be all right with it? Here's this. What if this happened? Would you be all right? How would you handle it? Okay, here is this. We're going to show you this. So I'm like, I've been really exhausted. It's taken all of my energy, all of it. All of it. So I didn't make any videos over the weekend. I did upload my Gemini this morning, but I was trying to put it into words the best that I can. But now it's like I'm always aware that he's there, and we're like communicating, and it's perfect. And now he is guiding me and telling me what's going on and how to deal with it and how to handle it, and it's beautiful. And I do know that we're going to be together physically, because that is what I've chosen on a soul level, because I want that and I'm ready for that type of connection. Because the way I look at it is, at least I know he's responsive to my energy. And the whole time he's really not doing anything. I mean, it really is, even though it seems like this is not a monogamous relationship, it really is a monogamous relationship, because there's he and I, and we're simulating experiences as shit comes up, and we're clearing it together. Which is the reason why most of that has to be cleared before you can even be together. But that was the other thing. Oh, the point I was getting at was, if I were to go out and be in a relationship with a soulmate, that's like traditional fear-based relationship, I'd have to sit up and wonder, you know, what they're thinking, what they're doing, who they're with, you know, that kind of thing. That's the reason why this is for me. I've had those kind of relationships. I want to do this. I'm ready for this. But the other thing that I was talking about with like twin flame teachers, be very, very careful when you see so-called celebrity twin flame couples, because that's really not how this works. And I have been shown some things over the past few days with people who are supposed to be twin flames, who I've been on this journey with for a while. And understand, there's no judgment. We all are a twin flame, and we all have a twin flame. But everyone is not on a twin flame journey right now, because maybe they're not ready in this lifetime. Maybe they heard about it, and someone that they happen to be obsessed about or whatever, they're like, this is my twin flame. Because the information that came to me was, I've had people who I have been on this journey with for a while, and I'm like, damn, you ain't made no progress. You ain't learned nothing. And you've been on this journey like 5 years longer than me. And understand, I'm not judging. But shouldn't you know, like, basic shit? Aren't there like basic things you should understand? Or if I talk to you about something, shouldn't you at least resonate with you a little bit? Instead of everything that you're telling me sounds like you got it right off a twin flame website. So be very careful, because there's even a lot of so-called twin flame teachers out there taking people's money who have no idea what this journey's about. They have no clue, because in order to know, you have to be on it. You have to be on it, because the people who are on it are not talking about it. The stuff that comes up for them, they're not talking about. That's the reason why my videos are special. Because I'm telling you that right before this happened, when he and I connected on that soul level, and I was like, wow, this really is him. Because I know his energy. This really is him. And besides, he sent me the text. I was sleeping a lot, and I was eating a lot. I was eating everything in the house. And the way I had it explained to me was, when you are in the fifth dimension, it takes a lot more energy. So you burn a lot more calories. And so not only was I eating and sleeping a lot, but I was meditating constantly. I still am. I'm still meditating 4 or 5 hours a day. That, and all of a sudden my senses just seemed to like peak. Everything just seemed so much more vibrant. Smells, tastes. That's another reason I was eating more. That, and this really weird thing happened to me in my living room the other evening. And understand, I take 2 baths a day. I'm a very clean person. But all of a sudden I felt like I wasn't clean. I was like, what's that smell? Is it me? Is it me? All of a sudden my teeth didn't feel clean. My hair didn't feel clean. I thought I smelled sweaty. And so I got to scrubbing. I got real OCD about cleanliness. So these are just, and I just felt the extreme need to start detoxing. So these are some things that happen right as you're getting really, really close. And don't let people tell you that spiritual union is not union, because what are we? We're not our bodies, first of all. We're our souls. So the fact that you would connect on that level, that is union. That is. And the physical always comes last after you ground it. So do know that that is what is going to happen next. And I did want to share these things with you guys, because like I said, people don't talk about it. And a lot of the shit that you do hear, you're like, wait, that don't sound right. That never happened to me. It's because a lot of those people are not on a twin flame journey. They're basically just trying to make money off of it. You know, really, I could take the knowledge that I have made, that I have gained on this journey, and I could charge people like $10,000, $15,000 to help them go into union. I could, but I'm not doing that. I'm sharing that for free because I'm being guided to. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope that I described it the best that I can. But the only thing that I can really impress upon you is to definitely understand. Sorry, I live out of my car. Definitely understand that the things that you are seeing in your physical reality with your twin flame are not true unless they involve love. Love is the only thing that's been true since day one. And just keep telling yourself that and watch everything shift. Watch everything change.